Hello people, it's me, Nicholas, and welcome to another episode of Starbound. I know it's been like almost years since I last posted a video. I'm sorry about that, it's just that I've had a little bit of a busy schedule. And I was hoping that you'd join me today for a good video on Starbound. As you can see, I've spent a lot of time playing this game as my aegi character. Ganon. Ow. So I was hoping that today we'd be able to play the round with most of the new equipment and stuff that I've acquired in the past. Haha, he can't get through. Also, I'd like to talk a bit about explaining the Aeginian Federal Union, the nation in which the aegi originate from. The Aeginian Federal Union was founded in 2AA after arrival by the Aeginian Federal Union by both the settlers in Lonro and Creon cities. The president, the current is, I don't know what the president of the Aeginian Federal Union was back then, but all I know is that the current president is President Lynn Timera, and he is considered by most to be one of the greatest presidents in the history of the Aeginian Federal Union. The government is divided into different governing bodies, with the first and second bodies being similar to that of the first and second bodies of the Aeginian Federal Union, being much like the Senate and the House of Representatives in the United States government, and with the head of the nation being Lynn Timera currently. The law enforcement of the union is called PASA, which stands for Police Aeginian Space Association, I think, at least. Aeginian Society Association, I think that's the name of it. The aegi are governed, the head of the Aeginian Federal Union is the founder of the Lithian Alliance, which the Lithian Alliance is a alliance spanning over 7 different spacefaring alien nations, which includes the Eryxian Republic, the Trink Circuit, the Notition Federation, and among the Eryxian, which includes the Aeginian Federal Union, Triple Monarchy, Drematon Union of Cities, Eryxian Republic, Trink Circuit, Notition Federation, and the Hymenid Republic of Hyzolia. All of these nations have their strong suits in different types of casks, the Trinks being the best engineers in the entirety of the Lithian Alliance, being the best engineers in the Lithian Alliance. The Aeginian Federal Union spans over halfway across the planet of Lithia, and spans over about and spans over 38 different planets and colonies. They are quite the aegi are genetically were genetically engineered on their journey away from Terra towards Alithia, thus resulting in them having pointy ears and other unique features. As you can see here, pointed ears. The aegi have a harder skeleton, have a skeleton that's harder to break, 2 times more difficult to break than a 2 times as difficult to break as a regular human's skeleton. They are by far they make for great diplomats, impressive engineers, and scientists. The main military force of the Aegean Federal Union is the MASA, which is the military personnel of the Aegean Federal Union. I have, in fact, 2 Aegean MASA soldiers on board my ship currently to act as, seeing as how I am an ambassador, their job is to protect me at all costs, but I can protect myself, as just demonstrated there. Hold on. Music seems like it's louder than it needs to be. The Aegean Federal, hold on, give me a minute to set that back. The aegi prefer plasma weapons, but they do use ballistic firearms too, such as the BP2 Decker, which is a handgun used for self-defense. Also, the Bremen, I think that's its name. Being another weapon of the Lydian Alliance. Speaking of which, I need to get a shield soon. Now, I was thinking that I'd probably at some point make something like that. Oh, Centennial liquids. Fascinating statue indeed. These Centennial relics always have an air of mystery to me. Speaking of history, I'll read the Aegean history once I find a safe spot. No witnesses. Let's make some thick alloy steel so that I can make a better set of armor. Let's make troopers. Ballistic plate. Right, now I need more titanium. Let's put on the military helmet. It's worn by some Aeginian ground troops, not all of them. I need to get a cooking area. My armory. Let me teleport down and I'll grab more titanium. You gotta start making some of the regular colonies on planets such as these. Anyway, so back to the aegi. The aegi are a more or less Republican, or more of like they're a federal republic as a government. They're pretty advanced, judging by their resurrection machine that I just got revived on. Oh, speaking, no. Killed the whole thing. Speaking of colonies, I actually built my own little aegi colony on a ocean world. To get more armor. I could make a trooper's chestplate. Some Aeginian ground troops wear. Speaking of which, let me show you my colony on Umbraxon 5, I think. I built it myself. Looks like it's time for them to pay their rent. Oof. Thanks for the bandages. Pretty impressive, right? Built a monument of Valencia right there. If any one of you at school bullies me and are watching this, if you bully me, then congratulations, you got yourself banned, a one-way ban from my channel. I need to get out the oxygen thing here because I'm gonna go underwater in a minute. The reason I have a guard over there is to protect these people from harm. Let's just wait for that to send. Speaking of settlements, I found a high-lodal, underwater high-lodal city over here. There it is, and I was being a dunce the other day and kept on accidentally not going in the right direction. I want to see if I can buy some titanium from some people here. Oof, that's bad. Banana cream pie. I could go some of that in real life. Nom. We're very far underwater, so probably not the best idea to it's probably not the best idea to go without companion, without some allies here. What stony ditch? There are multiple stony ditches. Alright, guess we're going after more quests. I'm hoping for an upgrade module in one of these bags because then I can use it in the construction and upgrading of my ship. Hee hee hee. You saw nothing. Gift shop up there. The Helios line of assault rifles. Speaking of reading, let me open up my codex and show you some of the Aegean stuff. Chapter 0, Introduction. This is a summarized, recorded history of how the Aegean people fled from their home planet of Terra and found Lithia, creating the Aegean Federal Union and shaping the basis on which the Lithian Alliance would later be built. This summary was written by Aegana of Hythe, literary professor at the University of Creon. In 2470 and 247 BA before arrival, human scientists discovered a large asteroid that was on collision course with Terra. The estimated date of impact was only months away, giving mankind only a small window of time to prepare for. Two projects were almost immediately started: Operation Guardian and Operation Exodus. Operation Guardian was an attempt to deflect the asteroid and bring it off course. The space shuttle was built to be sent to the asteroid, where it would install large numbers of ion thrusters intended to change the asteroid's trajectory from Earth and steer it away. From Earth. The operation failed. However, when the shuttle carrying the thrusters suffered a malfunction during the launch sequence, which caused it to explode shortly after takeoff, the operation was scrapped, leaving Operation Exodus as mankind's last resort. After the failure of Operation Guardian, Operation Exodus remained as humanity's last hope, and work on the project was greatly accelerated. Operation Exodus was a multinational project that had all participating nations' space agencies cooperate in the construction of a large number of spaceships. These spaceships would be sent out to look for a new home for mankind. Unfortunately, the small time frame and the fact that spaceship development was still in early stages meant spaceships produced by Operation Exodus functioned less than optimally. A grand total of 42 ships was was eventually built and ready for launch. Each ship would carry a crew of 1,000, which included scientists, engineers, and people selected for their genetic superiority. During the flight, the scientists would use on-board laboratories to further their bioengineering studies and prepare the next generation for life on an alien planet. Most of the genetic differences between humans and aegi are the direct result of these bioengineering projects. Chapter 2, Exodus. At dawn, 2 days before the asteroid's projected time of impact, the ships were prepared for launch that evening. After performing all final checks and ensuring that all passengers were on board, the ships were launched. Launch went relatively well. 39 out of 42 ships survived the launch. Ships had been divided into 2 groups set for different destinations. The first group, the Voyager company, was sent into the RS-341023 system, which was believed to be a home to a habitable planet. The other group, the Endurance company, was sent to the PT-16708-9 system, or more specifically to PT-16708-9-06. The 6th planet in the system. This planet was also believed to be potentially habitable, but there were no guarantees. Readings of PT-167089-06 showed promise, but they could not tell humanity the exact conditions of the planet. The day after the spaceships had launched in 246 BA, the asteroid hit Terra with massive force. The impact event destroyed several human nations at once and caused massive problems for the surviving nations. The impact swept up a layer of dust that would cover the entire planet and blot out the sun for several years, causing massive harvest failures and killing off many species of plants and animals. The result was massive global starvation and a great shortage of resources as the surviving nation's food supply started to run out. They turned to war to fight over what little food remained. In 245 BA, spaceships lost contact with home command on Terra. Exactly what happened to the surviving nations is unknown, but it is assumed that mankind on Terra drove itself into extinction during the events following the asteroid's impact. Note, the recent discovery of the Terrain Protectorate disapproves of this assumption. The fate of the Voyager company is unknown. Contact with these ships was lost sometime in 239 BA. The Endurance company, however, arrived at its destination system in 1 BA, with 19 of its 21 ships remaining. The ships continued on their way towards PT-167089-06 and arrived at the planet in 0AA after arrival. Chapter 3, Arrival. The planet looked surprisingly much like Terra, a blue marble with lush green continents and familiar white clouds. Scans of the planet and its atmosphere revealed an even greater likeness to Terra, with a breathable atmosphere and atmospheric pressure and gravity only slightly higher than that of Terra. Terra. The planet was named Alethea, and after a suitable landing location was located, the landing procedure was initiated. The descent into the atmosphere was rough, and while many of the ships were damaged on approach, all of the crew survived the landing. Settlers located a plot of land suitable to their needs and created the first human settlement on Alethea, Creon City. The spaceships that were too badly damaged to fly again were dismantled and used as resources for the construction of this new settlement, while the surviving spaceships were used as temporary housing. These ships would later be used as stored in a large hangar for future use. Chapter 4, First Contact. In 4AA, 4 years after arrival, the settlers encountered a sentient aquatic species native to Alethea, the Dromatons. This species was in the tribal stage of evolution and were initially hostile towards the settlers. The settlers argued over how to deal with the Drematon, but were unable to come to agreement. The majority argued that a peaceful diplomatic approach would be best to try and establish friendship with the alien species, while others argued for a more aggressive approach and defend their settlement at any cost. As tensions rose between the settlers, the second group eventually broke off from the others in 5 AA and moved elsewhere to start a new settlement, Wanro. Over time, the settlers of Creon City managed to start peaceful interactions with the Drematon, using variations on sign language for communication. In 30 AA, the settlers of Creon City started learning the Drematonian language. They started teaching the tribe the English language in return. The Drematon started referring to settlers as aegi, their word for friend or ally. The name stuck, and the settlers eventually started calling themselves aegi as well. Chapter 5, Unification. In 32 AA, the leaders of Creon City and Lonro met again to discuss the situation. The settlers of Lonro were impressed by the actions of the Creon City settlers, and after a few days of negotiations, the Aeginian Federal Union was officially formed. The settlers would be known as aegi from that point onwards, and the two cities would form a federal nation with semi-independent governments. The Aeginian Federal Union enjoyed a steady development and went on to spread across almost half the planet, and eventually branched out to other planets as well, creating the Union colonies. In 78 AA, the Drematonian tribes and the Aeginian Federal Union agreed upon a common set of laws, the Elysian Code, which would later form the basis of the Elysian Alliance. And that's the story and history of my kind, the aegi. Anyways, let's head over here to the Stony Ditch and get this quest over with. My cat's in here somewhere. Oh, she's hiding in the cupboard. That's so adorable of her. Come here, boy. Alright, that was easy. Heal up. That was not medicine. I'll have to take you to one of the aegi colonies in a little bit. Because these aegi colonies are pretty impressive, actually. Some help you were. Stupid, this guy. Was some help that guy was. Alright, got rid of those divers. Nope. Nope. Ugh! No, I died. I succumbed to death. I now have a shield. Pew! Alright, let's go. I didn't ask for you to come with me, madam. I wish that you could do like zero gravity stuff while you're in the water. That'd be cool. Damn it, stupid sword. Alright, got my mech in. Huh. Nothing suspicious here at all, I swear. Imagine just having one of these things walking through a corridor in a city. Jeez, that's a lot of tweets anymore. Hello, madam. It's a great pleasure to meet you, thanks. I'm trying to kill myself to get back to the surface. Yeah! Goodbye, me. Hold on, I'm gonna pet my cat. Yeah! I don't need you here, Ela. I need you back up to work on my ship. Nope, it says there's only one Ela. Alright then. Dear Jesus, what is happening to my brain? I don't even have freaking universe. It's giving me insanity. Okay. Who in the hell did this to my perfect building? I want to know who. I want to know who. Best wares for the best prices. Hello there, madam. Right. Alright, I'm right on top of it. This is gonna be a simple mission. Hello there, people. Or should I say? Alright, that's that. That's just wonderful. How kind of you to give me rotted food. Alright, I'm in. Open the... Hello, madam. Alright, there. Shield is of not much use to me. Right there. I think that's just gonna wrap this video up. See ya later, guys. Toodaloo, my bro.